Hello, my friends, my dragonfly friends, for today's reading. So the dragonfly, let's see. Is it going to be water or air? Oh, air. Okay. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. So, I need a drink of water. Hang on. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind, so the light of wisdom can shine through. Well, all right. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. Seems like a lot of mental activities going on in general over the past few readings, but maybe I'm imagining things. Anyway, let's see what your tea leaf cards have to say. These should help you determine whether or not this is actually your reading. First, we have Flobster, financial pinch. Ouch. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Now we have Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Chair, empty. Somebody is leaving your life. And finally, chain of events that will affect your life. And Money Bath. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Hopefully you find that positive and inspiring rather than annoying. Could go either way on that one. Okay. So, world events definitely are impacting everybody right now, especially financially. That's been going on for a while and will probably continue for quite a while. So I'm kind of thinking that's what this is all about. It could be something more personal for you, of course, if you have perhaps ties overseas or in another country. But it could easily apply to just about everybody I know. Financial pinch, same thing. Elephant, a long journey, physical or mental. I would suggest also the possibility of a spiritual journey as well. And then problems to be resolved and someone leaving your life. Well, we've already covered the financial pinch. There may be other problems, especially if somebody is leaving your life. And as for why you are here, we're starting off with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the Queen of Swords is normally a truth seeker and a truth speaker. Remember, there's no gender in tarot, at least not in my readings, so this could be referring to a male or female. These court cards refer to aspects of the personality, which we all have. Six of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. So you definitely feel like things are out of your hands, which this chain of events also hinted at. Six of Swords, wanting to get away from it all, move into calmer waters. And now we have a Page of Wands. Okay, so, I didn't talk enough about this Queen of Swords. Being in the reverse, this is someone who does have problems with honesty, perhaps integrity. Certainly a lack of clarity. They could be very sharp-tongued right now. There could also be a problem with grief. I say this because the Queen of Swords, historically speaking, tarot has changed a lot over the centuries, but originally the Queen of Swords was seen as a widow, somebody who has experienced significant loss. And again, you do have this chair empty here. So you may be someone who has experienced significant loss, and grief may be impairing your vision, your judgment, your perception right now. So now we have this Page of Wands. Let's see, what do we need to know about the Page of Wands? Oh, well. Something else about the Page of Wands. Perhaps a tower. I'm not sure whether this Five of Cups came out, or what position it was when it came out. It might have been the uncertainty position. I'm really... the Tower in the uncertainty position, that's different. That's really kind of a black and white kind of thing, usually. Either you're going through the Tower or you're not. I do interpret the Tower in reverse as being an internal tower. So all of your beliefs, maybe your feelings are coming into question, and your foundations of your world, your internal emotional foundations, are being challenged and shaken to the ground. That is definitely a possibility, having the Five of Cups here, because this can be a card of heartbreak, but it is most definitely a card of loss, again. And a painful emotional lesson. The important thing to remember about the Five of Cups is that there's always a silver lining. It shows 5 cups, and this is typical. 5 of the cups have spilled. Or, I'm sorry, 3 of the cups have spilled. But usually it's 2 cups are still upright. So there is something left, something more, something that in time will be revealed to you about the situation that will give you a different perspective on it and cause you to have a more positive outlook. But both of these cards are in the uncertainty position. And this, the Two of Cups, says that there's a very strong heart connection between the two of you. I'm getting the sense that you are the Queen of Swords in reverse right now. I want to refer back to the book on the Firefly, or not Firefly, Dragonfly. Consider the quality of your mind and perception. I think that really is the issue with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Your mind is not calm, and your perception is not good. Now, regarding this Page of Wands, this is someone who is much younger. So there is a big age gap here. So it could be a parent and child. But this suggests a different kind of connection, a more romantic one. Although certainly the love of a parent for a child can be intense and not easy to get over if there's been a loss. Now then, How's the devil? Perhaps you are seeking to numb your pain in ways that are not particularly healthy. And we have the Seven of Swords, so borderline self-destructive. Again, this hint of dishonesty, or more than a hint, honestly, with the Queen of Swords in reverse. The lack of integrity. An unwillingness to do the work, to see what is. Or perhaps it's all becoming clear because this tower is going to come crashing down. And there won't be anything left to hide. Hide behind? Hide under? What was that? Oh dear. All right, this may have been a very toxic connection with the devil and the Two of Cups. And the Lovers didn't come out, but it definitely showed itself. So King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. I was just thinking it through this morning. I was contemplating emotional dysregulation and which of the cards might best represent emotional dysregulation. Cups representing our emotions. I did decide that the court cards for the cup suit would probably indicate emotional dysregulation, particularly the Knight. But the King could definitely be a strong contender for that, unfortunately. In reverse, of course. None of these would refer to it in the upright. But in reverse, there could definitely be a lot of emotional dysregulation. This could be someone, though, who is very cold. The King of Cups in reverse, this is someone who does not share their emotions, is perhaps completely out of touch with their emotions. So we would have fragility, emotional dishonesty, perhaps manipulation as well. So, definitely a toxic kind of connection. The question is, who is this? It could easily be that the Page of Wands is one aspect of this King of Cups, because all of these court cards represent an aspect of the personality. Now we have the Magician in reverse, so definitely some manipulation going on. This may be someone who came on as the Page of Wands, very playful, enthusiastic. They may have presented this way, fun to be around. But then their darker side came out, and it was very dark. So, it happened. It was bad. And hopefully now it's ended, but let's see. You got the Ace of Swords, but it is in reverse. Again, the lack of clarity. I get the sense of a churning mind, unable to let go, unable to move on. I don't usually spend this much time on the tarot portion, but listen to your higher self. Your intuition is trying to talk to your higher self, your inner guide, your inner teacher, whichever term you care to use. They are trying to connect with you, or this aspect of you is trying to get through to you, get a message to you about all of this. Most likely that things will get better in time. There is a silver lining, which you may not be seeing right now. Clearly, you're not seeing a lot of things right now. So, you could take that as good news. That you will discover these more positive things in time. And this is the universe's perspective, what it wants to say to you, what the divine wants to say to you about whatever has happened, is happening. A new beginning, perhaps with a soulmate or a friend, friendship that turns to love, but you are most definitely on a quest. Know where you're going. Cyclical, faithful, you or the person on your mind. I don't know if I should show you this. It was face down, so I'm not going to include it, but we have man and woman, if I took that one, which I'm not going to. All right, delicate situation, transient, change of state. Now that's important. I think change of state is very important to you. So change of state. So when water goes from liquid to solid, so liquid to ice, that's a change of state. When it moves from liquid to steam, that's another change of state, so water vapor. So a change of state is possible, and perhaps getting out there would be helpful. I don't think putting pressure on yourself is helpful. Collaboration. Maybe a support group, some sort of healing might be very helpful. Effective communication, peace, harmony, playful, humor, fun. And we have collaboration again here. I think you're on a quest for fun. What about this? This tangled situation. With a new perspective, a return to self, you can transmute it. It can be transformed into something good. We have alchemy here. Something that will ripen, something that ages well, something that becomes much more than it was. I do not see, so yarn is said to represent a Tangled up, problems, complicated circumstances, all tied up. Conundrum. But the truth is, great big tangles of yarn are surprisingly easy to untangle once you stop and just focus on the task at hand. Yes, it takes a little time. It takes focus. It's not something you can do in a half-hearted kind of way. You really have to just do it. Set everything else aside and just deal with it. But if you do that, it doesn't take that long. So if that's a concern of yours, be patient, be focused, and just do what needs to be done. Okay. I think we are going with archetype cards today. It's either archetype or healing spirits. I'm sorry. This is just very on the nose. The shadow. Yes, you need to do your shadow work. If you need professional help, get professional help. The purpose of doing shadow work isn't to wallow in it forever. It's to recognize it, come to terms with it, integrate it, and move on. So if you need help with that, there you go. You can't make this stuff up. So you have the shadow. You do have to do the shadow work. You have to see your shadow. You have to see how it is impacting your life, has impacted your life. Because if you don't, it will continue to be destructive. Then is the healing. It's not running away from your feelings. It's not denying them. It's facing them, feeling them, accepting them. I want to say resolving them, but I'm not sure that's the right word. Coming to terms with them in some way, I guess. And transmuting them into strength. All right. I really don't think I need to read the book to you. I think it's pretty obvious. You know the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's what this situation is. You can come out of this stronger, better, more mature, more complex, more refined than you started. So there is a silver lining. But you're not going to get there easily or quickly. I am wishing you all the best. Till next time.